Admiral Zextharo's mandibles clicked in amusement as he studied the tactical display aboard his flagship, the hegemonic Pride. The blue-green marble that was Earth hung before them, seemingly defenseless, surrounded by nothing but empty space and a few primitive orbital stations. Pathetic, he chittered to his bridge crew. The humans send delegates begging for mercy, yet they possess no fleet worthy of the name. Their largest vessels are mere cargo haulers compared to our dreadnoughts. The Corvani Empire had swept across 17 star systems in the past decade, their biomechanical warships crushing resistance with contemptuous ease. Each species they encountered had eventually knelt before their superior technology and overwhelming numbers. The humans would be no different. Ambassador Chenwei sat rigid in her chair aboard the human diplomatic vessel Olive Branch, listening to the alien commander's mocking transmission through her neural translator. Around her, the small diplomatic escort maintained formation, 3 aging destroyers and a communications frigate that represented humanity's official defensive fleet. Admiral Zexthara, she replied with forced diplomacy, Earth requests a peaceful resolution to this conflict. We offer scientific cooperation and trade agreements that would benefit both our civilizations. The alien's laughter translated as a series of harsh clicking sounds. You offer us trinkets when we could simply take everything. Your species builds toys while ours forges weapons that harvest the energy of dying stars. What could you possibly possess that would interest the Corvani Empire? Behind the diplomatic vessel, the 3 human destroyers powered down their weapons systems in apparent surrender. Their hulls were scarred from previous skirmishes, and their crews had fought valiantly in the outer colonies. But against 200 Corvani dreadnoughts, they were hopelessly outmatched. Very well, Chen said quietly. If you will not accept our terms, then Earth formally surrenders to. Admiral, interrupted Captain Sarah Torres from the bridge of the destroyer Defiant. We're receiving clearance protocol 77 Alpha. Torres smiled grimly as her tactical officer confirmed the signal. Around her, the bridge crew began implementing procedures they had drilled for decades but never expected to use. All stations, prepare for Revelation Protocol. This is not a drill. The Corvani fleet maintained their menacing formation, weapons charging as they prepared to demonstrate their overwhelming superiority. Admiral Zexthara was already composing his victory report when his sensors officer suddenly stiffened. Admiral, detecting massive gravitational anomalies throughout the system. Energy signatures are impossible to classify. The space around Earth began to shimmer like heat waves rising from desert sand. Then, as if reality itself was peeling back its mask, ships began to materialize from nothingness. First came the destroyers, not the 3 pathetic vessels everyone could see, but hundreds of sleek, angular craft that seemed to drink in starlight. Their hulls were composed of metamaterials that bent spacetime around them, rendering them invisible to every known form of detection. Then the cruisers decloaked, their hulls crackling with exotic energy that made the Corvani bioship seem primitive by comparison. Each one was a marvel of human engineering, incorporating technologies reverse-engineered from artifacts found in the ruins of ancient civilizations. Finally, the dreadnoughts revealed themselves. Massive constructs that dwarfed even the largest Corvani vessels, their hulls inscribed with quantum field generators that could manipulate matter at the subatomic level. Weapons that could collapse stars into black holes powered up with ominous blue light. Admiral Zexthara's compound eyes widened in disbelief as his tactical display updated. The human fleet didn't just outnumber his forces, they had been surrounding the Corvani armada the entire time, invisible predators waiting for the perfect moment to strike. Impossible, he whispered. Our intelligence reports showed humans possessed no advanced technology. Your civilization is barely 3 centuries old. Ambassador Chen's voice came through the communication channel, no longer diplomatic but filled with quiet steel. Admiral, humanity learned long ago that the greatest weapon is the one your enemy never sees coming. We've been preparing for this day since first contact with the galactic community. Every defeat in the outer colonies, every primitive response to your expansion, it was all theater. Captain Torres activated her ship's targeting systems, painting dozens of Corvani vessels with targeting locks. Around the system, hundreds of other human captains did the same. The hunters had become the hunted. You mocked Earth's weakness, Chen continued. But our greatest strength was never our ships or weapons. It was our ability to make you underestimate us. The Corvani Empire is now surrounded by the full might of humanity's true fleet. I suggest you reconsider your surrender terms." In the silence that followed, Admiral Zexthera realized that the humans had taught the galaxy's most feared empire its first lesson in humility. Sometimes the prey was more dangerous than the predator ever imagined.